comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna,
Here comes the sun.
Krishna, Krishna,
It's alright.
Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Sun, 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 baby, come. 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 Sun, 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 baby, come.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
It's alright.
Hare Krishna,
Here comes the sun.
Hare Krishna,
Here comes the sun.
Hare Krishna.
It's alright.
Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Gauranga. Welcome everybody. Yes, it's all hilarious. If it's not funny, it's not Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Gauranga, Krishna, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Vasari Gaura Sri Krishna Nityananda Gaura Chandra, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Radha, 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 Radhe, 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 Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Radhe, 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 Radhe. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Put your mics on. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You can put your mic on.
Krishna Krishna Hare Sorry. Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna.
Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna, 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 Hare Hare.
Krishna
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare,
Krishna
Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Lord Krishna.
Hare Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna
Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama
Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare.
Rama Rama Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare, Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Rama Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Oh my Lord, Krishna. Krishna.
Rama Rama Hare
Oh, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Rama, 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Krishna Hari Hari Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna
Rama, Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna Hari Hari Rama
Rama, Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama.
Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna
Rama, Rama, Hare
Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna.
Hari Rama Rama Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hari Hari Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hari Rama
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Rama
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama.
Hari Hari Hare Krishna
Rama, Hare
Hari Hari Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari
Rama,
Hari
Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna
Rama, Rama, Hare
Hari Hari Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare
Hari
Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna Hari Hari Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare
Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari
Hare Rama,
Hari Rama Hari Rama Hari Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Hari Hari Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Rama Hari Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Hari Hari Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Hari Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama
Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare
Rama
Hare Rama, Rama, Hare
Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna
Rama
Hari
Rama Hare Hare
Hari Hari Rama
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari
Krishna Hare Hare
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna
Hare
Hari
Rama
Krishna
Hare Rama
Krishna Hari Hari
Rama Rama Hare
Rama Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hari 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 Rama Rama
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari
Hare Rama Hare
Rama Rama Rama
Rama
Hari
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hari Hari
Hare
Hari Ram, Hari Ram, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Ram, Hari Ram, Ram,
Rama
Ram,
Rama Hare
Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama, Rama,
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna
Ah, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Why don't you come on
Krishna
and chant with us there, John Andre? Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna
How about you,
Hare
friend?
Rama
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama Hare Krishna
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama Hare Rama
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare.
Rama Rama Hare
Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Hare Rama
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare
Rama Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama,
Krishna Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare Rama
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama,
Rama Rama Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama.
Rama Hare
Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama,
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna, 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 Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare Rama
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Krishna Krishna
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Hari Hari
Hare
Rama Hari
Rama
Rama Rama Rama
Rama
Hari Hari
Rama
Hari
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hari Hari
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Here, I'll give you one. Krishna Krishna Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna Hare Hare
Rama Rama Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama
Krishna
Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Hare Krishna
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari
Rama Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hari Hari
Krishna Hare Rama
Rama Hari Hari Hari
Rama
Krishna
Rama Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hari 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 Krishna
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari
Rama
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 Yes
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari
Hare
Hari Rama
Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama Rama Hari Hari Hari
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Get out. Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama
Hari Rama
Hare
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Hare
Rama Rama
Krishna
Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna
Rama
Hari
Rama
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama
Krishna Hari
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna
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 Hare
Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama Rama
Hare
Hari Hari
Rama
Hari
Hare
Krishna Hari
Rama
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Rama
Hari
Rama
Hari Hari Rama Hari
Hare
Rama 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 Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna
Krishna Hari Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hari Hari
Krishna
Hari Rama
Hare
Hari Rama Rama Rama
Hare
Hari Hari
Rama
Hari Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama
Hari
Hare
Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Hare
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Rama Hari
Krishna
Rama
Hare Krishna
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna
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 Hare
Hari Hari
Hare
Hari Rama Hari Rama
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari
Rama
Krishna
Rama Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari
Krishna
Hari Krishna
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Hare Rama Hare
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna
Rama Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Hare Krishna
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Hare
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna
Rama
Hari
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Hare Krishna
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hari
Krishna
Rama Hari
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama
Hare
Rama Rama
Krishna
Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Hari
Krishna
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 Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Hare Hare
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari
Hare
Krishna
Rama Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Rama Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama Hare
Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama
Rama
Rama
Rama
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Krishna, 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 Radha, 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 Radhe, 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 Radhe. Radha, 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 Radha,
Radhika,
Radha,
Radharani,
Radha, Radha,
Radha,
Radha, Radha, Radha, Radha,
Hare
Radha, Radha, Radha,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Radha,
Rama,
Radha,
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 Radha, Rani,
Radha,
Radha, Rani,
Radha, Radha,
Radha, Rani,
Radha,
Radha, Rani,
Radhe, Radhe,
Radha, Rani,
Radhe, 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 Radhe.
Radha,
Oh, Radhe. Radhe. Radhe, Radhe, Radhe,
Radha,
Radhe, 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 Radhe,
Radhika, Radhika.
Radhe, 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 Radhe,
Radhika, Radhika.
Radhe, Radhe, Radhe.
Radhe,
Radhe, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe, oh my goodness. Radhe, 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 Jai Shri 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 Radhe, Radha, 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 Radha. Radha, Radha, Vrindavaneshwari, Vrindavaneshwari, Vrindavaneshwari. Right, 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 Radha, Radha, Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna.
Rama, Hare Rama.
Oh, Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Oh,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare
Krishna,
Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare
Krishna, 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 Radha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Sri
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri Krishna
Chaitanya
Chaitanya,
Sri
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya
Shri Krishna
Sri
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri Krishna
Chaitanya
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Chaitanya
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Guru
Krishna
Chakra
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Guru
Chaitanya,
Chakra
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Guru
Krishna
Chakra
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Sri
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Sri
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Sri
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Sri Krishna
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Sri Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri 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 Krishna Chaitanya, Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Oh wow, this is such a glorious path, man. This chanting the holy name. That's once you get to the ecstatic stage, you're hooked. That's it, man. There ain't anything better than this. There's not anything easier than this. There's nothing in the world, no path, no insight more profound than this. Okay? There's nothing more beautiful than this path. Nothing more powerful than this path. Why? Because it's God Himself. Literally, you actually experience this, the power. Oh yeah, music. Thank you. Yeah, you experience the power of this. That's why like Lord Chaitanya said in Chaitanya Charitamrita, in the last. It's so funny. The last chapter, the final conclusion. Oh dear Ramananda and Swarup Damodar, know from me. There's other than chanting the holy name, there's no feasible way of salvation in this age. Okay? And he showed it and demonstrated it, and his devotees like Haridas and all the devotees were chanting. They knew the glories of it. The name is so powerful. It's Krishna says my name is better than myself. Because you have access to this. The Lord comes and He goes, or He appears and disappears. Okay? But the name is always here when He manifests it, and He has already. Especially the name Sri Krishna Chaitanya, which qualifies us to chant Hare Krishna. Yeah. So that's why I say, those who go right to Radha and Krishna even worship, They don't have the ecstatic symptoms that were revealed at the advent of Lord Chaitanya. And only as real devotees know this intimate secret. And that's why, we preach that here. You don't see these symptoms in the Narayan Raj group, in the ISKCON group, or the Radhakund Babaji group, because they don't understand the secret of Lord Chaitanya. They don't believe in the mercy. None of them. I've been in all the groups. They don't believe that you can get this ecstatic love. If you have it, and if you have it, you have the power to transmit it. I was transmitting this even before I got the order and the confirmation from Prabhupada. It's that powerful. And that was the confirmation. Prabhupada said, hey, this has my approval, what you're doing. Yeah, transmit this. Yeah, share it. You can only transmit it by following exactly what Lord Chaitanya did. You have to be able to taste those mellows, which I was able to do for years. I didn't know the ramifications of it, how powerful that this was going to be, how it would be the greatest path in the world, because my Lord Chaitanya taught it by that same example. So I was just relishing it alone. I didn't share anything. I didn't know. I thought, this is, nobody would care about this. I was the only one who cared about it. People, if I ever expressed it, people would come down on me and say that I was a rascal in Vaishnavism. But I didn't give it up because, I did for a while because, many times actually, these people from gurus to followers in Krishna consciousness were poo-pooing this. Now, what do? I poo-poo all of that because I'm sure that this is the real deal. This is better than what Narayan Raj gave, what ISKCON gave, and those Radhakund Babajis. I poo-poo them all. They poo-pooed everything I've done here. My disciples who went over there and poo-poo what we're doing here, now we just show where the real poo-poo is. They cannot demonstrate what Lord Chaitanya manifested here 550 years ago, but we can, and this is real, and this is the place to come. This is the place to come if you want the real Radha and Krishna and Lord Chaitanya. Not over there, not any of those places over there. I investigated, I put my time in. Been there, done that. And this Johann, what the heck does he think he's doing? What kind of this guy, this little pipsqueak, this little peon, this little prick thinks he's so, I can't believe he's in, Lalita, can you believe this? Huh? What a little prick this guy is. I can't believe anybody takes him seriously. Anyway, he's our whipping boy, my whipping boy. But anyway, this is a fantastic path, and this is it. Lord Chaitanya said this path of chanting the holy name is so powerful, you don't even need to take initiation. And that little prick over there, you know what he'll say when I'll tell you what he says all the time. You see, go on. I don't need a guru. You see, I don't need a guru. I can just do that. I can be. Yeah. Oh, I know you're all gurus, but I'm sitting on the high fucking seat talking to you. You're listening to my bullshit. No, you're a fucking guru there, and a bad one, my friend. You're a hypocrite. How dare you say everybody's guru and you're sitting on a high seat and giving everybody a bunch of crap, your speculations. Yeah, the guy speculating, like, oh, I'm not guru. It's like all the bullshit in ISKCON. They say, oh, yeah, Prabhupada will deliver. We're gurus, but Prabhupada will deliver you. But worship my fucking feet, man. You go and kiss my feet, kiss my ass, and be humble about it. I'm better than you because I was initiated by Prabhupada. Look at, can't you tell? I got a big fucking false ego, man. I am proud and all that. Can't you tell that's real bhakti? That's what they promote. I can't believe it, man. And they think I'm crazy. I just see things as it is. The science as it, what I see is just like Krishna says, the science as it is has been lost. And we are here to reestablish it, man. Love of Krishna, ecstatic devotion rules. And it is the order of Lord Chaitanya revived here and now as the path of preference for this Kali Yuga. Give up all these fucking useless gurus and their paths they're preaching, their austerities, because they're dry prunes. You don't believe it? Go look at Shamarani over there. Go look at Radhanath. Look at all these persons who have no life. No real bhakti is life. Bhakti is life. Jesus started the realization, man. The Holy Spirit is life. Without that Holy Spirit, you got nothing in this world. Your life is futile. You're a bellows. That's really the truth as it is. Krishnadas Kaviraj said, if Radha and Krishna did not descend into this world, it'd be useless. But what does that mean? The Radha and Krishna pictures that they post on Facebook all the time? And Dean, by the way, stop wasting people's time posting fucking pictures. Like these fucking Vaidhi Bhakti. What are you telling me you're a Vaidhi Bhakti? Stop posting these pictures of Krishna. This is the picture of Krishna. His authority and his ecstasy. Do you see that today? Do you see that every day? That's Krishna. He's the big boss around here. And Radha and Krishna, they're the boss, the mafiosos. These little, don't be like these ISKCON devotees, man. They're neophyte babies posting pictures of Krishna because it's two-dimensional Krishna. We have 4 and 5 dimensions of Krishna here. You don't believe it? Too bad for you guys. Stay out there and follow those hypocrites. Really, the dean became very offensive when I asked him that. Oh yeah, you see? Anyway, that's my attitude there. So let's see if you really... if there's any hypocrisy in anybody, when I come down like that, like squeezing the toothpaste tube, isn't it? See, Lalita squeezed a little bit there and a little bit popped up there, and Gohar just finished the job. Hey, what happened to our friend there?
Maybe he's at his job and this is his spouse and
Oh, I see, okay. Yeah, so anyway, the holy name is such a great path, and that's what we preach here. It's the chanting and chanting. So Lord Chaitanya said this does not depend on see, and so people think that's an official initiation, but many people are chanting. And when Prabhupada's here, they might have felt something because of his energy, right? His potency. From him, ecstatic Brahma emanates. But after he left, most couldn't hold it. The gurus, many of them probably don't even chant anymore. And they just official position. Hypocrisy. They're not real Christians, are they? If you don't chant Hare Krishna in ecstasy, how can you be a fucking guru? How can you be a guru, man, in the Hare Krishna, in the Gaudiya Vaishnava line? If you don't chant in ecstasy, if you chant 16 or 1 lakh of dry rounds without tears pouring out of your eyes and laughing like a madman, how can you dare call yourself a guru?
a spiritual master. How can you dare take worship, you fucking idols? Get the fuck off those seats, man. Now. Immediately. Pronto. You think they'll do it? Probably not. I'm a wild guy today, huh? Wild. Yeah, it doesn't depend on initiation. And Prabhupada said, but you need the life, and people think it's the physical initiation. But it's actually just to keep somebody like Prabhupada around, so your anarthas are dispelled in the ecstatic devotion of the devotees, and then by their loud shouts, all these anarthas are blown away. You notice any loud shouting going around here? Hey, like father, like son. What can I say, man? Otherwise, how can we preach the real Krishna consciousness? If Lord Chaitanya, if the offenses, the elephantine, and I'll tell you, man, there are many elephantine offenses going on in this Hare Krishna Vaishnava movement now. Elephantine offenses, huge, big as an elephant. You need a big wind to blow them away. Puff, and I puff, and I blow those elephantine fences away. Right? The big giant. Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of a hypocrite. Yeah. So Lord Chaitanya blew away sometimes. So if a lot of people misunderstand, this brings up everything. Okay. See, it attacks the offenses because the offenses are ruling, right? So it causes war. See, the offenses are ruling here in the world. You got gurus that are hypocrites and liars, and they're not really bona fide. They don't have no ecstatic love, and they're taking worship. That is idolatry, my friends. And I'm not ashamed to tell the truth. It's important to tell the truth. Maybe there's one person who listens to this truth here and sees that we're honest, genuine, and as it is, they'll be saved from that because they're believing in these fucking idols out there. You know why? Because nobody is standing up saying those false emperors, they're not kings. They got no clothing of ecstatic devotion. Therefore, they're not bona fide spiritual masters, and they cannot deliver you. How dare you worship idols? How dare you put them before the true Lord? The true Lord is Satchidananda. And the real associate, when they're going to tell you the truth, they say, thou shalt not worship idols. Why do you think Prabhupada, and why I believe in Prabhupada? Because I don't believe in the Prabhupada those fuckers present to people. I believe in the Prabhupada said, actually, there's none, zero of my godbrothers who are qualified to be acharya. Now that's the preaching that's done here. And there's not one of my godbrothers out there that is qualified to be acharya, including that Narayan Raj and those Radhakundi Anantadas Babaji. Look at my ex-wife, how dry she is from that worship. Look at Shamarani, how dry she is after 25 fucking years of worshiping Narayan Raj as the successor to Prabhupada. That is wrong. That is a lie. It's not true. But look at Lalita Ganga and Govinda and many other devotees here, how juicy they are, showing that God's hand Krishna's hand, Lord Chaitanya's hand, Prabhupada's hand is upon our preaching. I don't care, you don't like the darn truth, shouted to you to blast away like dynamite these offensive things being done here in the last 50 years. $50 of this bullshit going on. Isn't it time that it stops? Why? Lord Chaitanya came here for nothing, to have these fucking idols in front of you? You fucking ISKCON followers? Get off us! Stop worshiping these bastard sons. Bastard, they're not true sons. They have no connection and communion with the ecstatic Lord Chaitanya, and they prove it by being dry bones, all of them, and promoting don't show any ecstasies. They're bullshitters and liars and cheaters and Puta and servants of Putana. And I'm here to free people who want to be free of Putana, Kaya, and these donkey drinkers. You want to worship donkey drinkers? Go to Cole, go to Johan. They love, and Christina, they love drinking. Oh, I want to be important. They right there, their lips are right on the penis of a donkey. Kissing it. You want to be free? You want God in this life? You want an intimate relationship? You want Krishna as your friend and feel it? You feel the Lord with you forever? Well, that's what we do here. Of course it's different. Of course our opinion differs from all of them. But it's all by the book. Radha and Krishna, who are the great sages, have to be using somebody genuinely. So you get that principle. Their opinion differs from everybody because they're not delivered, and many people here are. So this is where they're working. Can you take their attitude and their authority, their ecstasy? Well, that you're going to see all of that here. And then you'll understand the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. You'll see the Lord in all these moods here, because a real associate will show you the moods of the Lord, and that's what's purifying. See? Because when you get in touch with him, it's going to bring up all your shit, if there's any shit inside. If not, it'll bring up smiles like you see with her. You know. See, do you like this? You know, when I'm like this, I'm kind of like, it's kind of odd, isn't it? Nobody is. What is this? Yeah. From A to accident and emergency in material world to authority to ecstasy. Yeah. I mean, this is, it's an emergency, man. See, emergence. See, emergence. This is emergence. See it? Can you get it? This is emerging. The ecstasy of Lord Chaitanya. See it. You know, come into deliverance. You want to stay in this material world? You want the Klaus Schwab there? He wants to look up your asshole. He wants to find out what kind of shit is in there. He wants to be in the toilet with you. You want a guy like that in the toilet with you looking at everything? You think I'm kidding? I'm not. They want to know everything that's going on inside your body and control it. Inside your mind and control it. These are the fucking demons in control of this world. They're mean, man. They're tyrants. And they're great for our preaching because finally some people will listen when they start to see. Whatever has been hid in the closets will be shouted from the rooftops, man. See, the demons have been hiding in the closets, doing their little underlying thing, right? Yeah, shouted from the rooftops. Look, at 6 years that fucking Johan's been doing the like this, preaching, but always just trying to steal energy and steal disciples and put this preaching down and his up. Convinced a few people to get fucking shots. That's because of this Johann, see, doing these dastardly things. But look, shouted from the rooftops. He's up there. Yeah, I was never into I never believed that. See? Hypocrite. Yeah, there you go. That's what a hypocrite looks like. 6 years glorifying Guru and then goes away and said, actually, I was never interested. I just came to steal, to maim, and to murder people's bhakti. That's what Putana does, doesn't she? And he's a servant of that. And he thinks that's bhakti. Yeah. There you go. Anybody interested? You can go over there. I don't want anything to do with you. My Lord will just get rid of you and that stuff at the proper time in his Leela, some universe there. You can go, Johann, you go over there and let Krishna suck that poison out of you and give you real life. And we'll just deal with those who are ready for real life. Right there, Freddie? Who needs a friend like that? You think that guy's your friend, Freddie? He's your worst enemy. The whole world is like that. You think your best friend. I had a friend for 30 years I liked also. You think I was any different? I had a friend 30 years. Biggest backstabber I ever seen. I had to get rid of for the preaching's sake. Because I forgave him and I got him back, but I forgave him before he ever repented. He's still not repented. He's probably dead by now, thank God. Who needs a guy like that, in this kind of preaching? We're here to save souls, aren't we? We're here to deliver them. Who needs a Putana to give him trouble? I was preaching to my friend for 30 years. He was saying, oh, Gory, to my face. Oh, Gory is really great. Behind my back. And lying, making up things, because he's fucking jealous like this fucker. Jealousy rules these guys, and they can't admit it. Name and fame, drinking donkey urine. He can't even admit it. He's drinking this. And he loves it, and he's covertly. And I'm going to make sure he tells all and shouts from the rooftops he's an idiot. That you'll see he'll be coming to Mahaprabhu himself. He'll be, oh God, I'm incarnated here. Just like Vallabhabhata's bullshit, man. He is just that same obstacle. Vallabhabhata started to think, hey, I think I have the right conclusion. The devotees couldn't wait to get rid of that Vallabhabhata. And then he started his own disciplic line and never talked about Lord Chaitanya. He was the Mahaprabhu. And people still believe it because they got the false lines, man. So you want to go to the false lines? Go to Johann, man. He represents them. Go to Narayan Raj. Go to Radhakund Babaji's and go to ISKCON now. They represent the false lines. The real line is the ones who prove it, man. And we prove it. We show you it's about ecstatic love and the authority and the glories of ecstatic devotion and ecstatic devotees association. And the conclusive truth preached boldly, truly, and that's where your security is. That's where your wealth is. Okay. Now I got that out. Lalita says, with an unhonest heart, you have unique, unpure eyes and cannot see the dirt. Exactly. That's why ultimately, see, like Putana didn't want that dirt to come out. She came into Vrindavan, and Krishna wouldn't let her go. He just grabbed that tit and sucked the life out of her. So that maintained contact, just like I'm maintaining contact here. Suck the life out with the truth. You bring the real Krishna. That takes the life out of that preaching. See, that preaching of ISKCON, Gaudiya Math, and Gaudiya Samiti, and the Radhakund Babaji stays intact until their contact with the conclusive truth, which we're preaching here, makes contact with that and sucks the life out of that preaching, because it's not the real, it's false followers there, false followers in ISKCON, false followers in Gaudiya Samiti. You're not real followers there till anybody can prove it. And that is just a fact that is conclusive and clear and logical. You have to prove that you got the mercy of Lord Chaitanya to be the empowered devotee associate here who has that current of electricity, that current of ecstasy, okay? And that conclusion, as it is, preached here in this world. This sucks the life out of the Maya that's in force here. This is the war. See, Maya is promoting bullshit, lies, hypocrisies, and we promote conclusive truth of Sat, Chit, and Ananda. You come here, you look at the devotees, and you see the advanced ones, they're eternal. Why? Because they have the real Ananda, the pure Ananda. And how do you know? Is it confirmed? The Shastras, because the real Shastras come from their mouth, as they are. How else can this world really be saved? Unless that kind of potency is on this planet. Because everybody is blind, practically. So Lalita, let's go to Bhagavad Gita.
Okay.
And chapter 4, Transcendental Knowledge. And go to text number 7.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Jaya Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhara, Srivas, Hari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice, O descendant of Bharata, and a predominant rise of irreligion, at that time I descend myself.
Yeah, you see, the Lord comes sometimes, he comes to establish, like when he came as Krishna, he came to establish religious principles, like how to live as a householder, how to do Vaidhi Bhakti and also. But then he also, at the same time, he showed the way of spontaneous devotion in Raganuga Bhakti, which is the raga, the transcendental ecstasy, for the saints and the qualified persons in Vrindavan, and it was sealed there. See, so because not everybody can accept this level of worship. Even now they can't accept it. See? But still, so the Lord came as Krishna to establish religious principles and also to liberate his devotees and give them Vrindavan, or maybe Vaikuntha or whatever, these different devotees at different platforms, to liberate them. But it was mainly for the saints. You had to be very qualified. That's why there are offenses when you worship Krishna. And how you know there are offenses? You'll chant like these gurus, dry. You'll chant like them all. They're all dry. And they just give you a bullshit story. Oh, well, we don't show the ecstasy. They don't have it, man. They're lying to you. This is Kali Yuga. Don't be naive. That's why I was telling Fernando, don't be naive. This is the way I just see it. To me, this is as it is. It's a no-brainer, man. The demons are in charge. They want to get rid of you. They're lying to you. You go to a hospital, and a lot of, during the COVID time, it was about killing you. Don't think they saved anybody. It was getting rid of the old people. And anybody else that had something, they put a one of those things on them, which is the wrong, what do you call, treatment for that, and killed most people. It's the truth, man, of what was going on. And anybody believes any other bullshit, man, it's all bullshit, and I can't help it. You're a bullshitter. You've been bullshitted. You believe in the world. I don't believe in the world. I don't have any faith in the world. The world is full of poisons. I don't have any faith in these gurus. They're full of poisons. I've seen it. I lived 5 years in ISKCON. I was in a year and a half in the Gaudiya Samiti. 6 months was enough with the Radhakund Babajis to see there is poison everywhere in Vaishnavism. That's why this preaching is a lot of choppers and spades and hacks and plows at this time, until it is conclusively established that it's ecstatic love that is the truth. See? And conclusive understanding of the scriptures based on that ecstatic devotion. See? That is the science as it is reestablished, not as it isn't over there. If you're not an associate of Lord Chaitanya and can prove it and to show the world so they can have confidence and be taught, those who are teachable, those who come here, do you really want to be delivered? Do you really want? You have to be delivered. The only means of salvation is chanting the holy name of the Lord. Feasible in association of ecstatic devotees who have the result of that chanting, life's ultimate goal, love of Krishna, prema bhakti. And only in that association will you make it. Right? Isn't that the way it works? Do you think Judas and the association of the Pharisees could make it? No. He gave up the association of Jesus and betrayed him. It's always like that. Do you think Johann, outside of this association, will make it? No. So it's chanting the holy name in association so you get purified, really honest, really, hollowed out, so you can chant the name with true intimacy and not hypocrisy like that, or like the hypocrisy in these gurus. It's the same bullshit, more or less. He just has a little ecstatic twist on his, but it's still hypocrisy. See, Putana like that could fake out a little bit too if you don't really examine closely, even Vrindavan devotees, because they go, the Vrindavan devotees are ecstatic, crying and laughing, and then he does a little bit of that, but his heart isn't purified. He never wanted purification of the heart, right? Maybe he just gets up to here. He's a Rahu guy, The nectar comes up to here, and he doesn't want. No, not them down there, because I just keep it here. Yes, I'm totally convinced about that now. The demons on high seats. I really regret. Yeah, you see, the demons like the high seats. You think that's only for religion? No, that's also in politics. That's in the world. They like the high seats. Why? Because they're despicable. In this Kali Yuga, the ones who by hook or crook, they get the high seats. They take the bag of money from those who are printing the money. What do you think this money printing is about? The demons had this great idea. They don't give a shit about the world. They're here to destroy the world. So in 1971, they took the world off the gold standard before they had some real resource to back the money. But they're corrupted bastards, because that's what demons are. They're corrupt bastards. They spend all the money, and there is not enough gold to back it, so that we'll take the world off the gold, and we'll just, because we're in control. See, they're in control. I just teach you the demon. This is called Maya Tattva. Don't think this is disconnected from the truth. I tell you how they think. They were corrupt, they took the, let's see, the world is hooked on us because we got the whole world, we won the wars, so therefore the world's on our standard. So now we'll just back it just with our false promise that everything will be all right. See? And no more gold backing anything. So you got nothing backing it but fucking paper. See? And so, and it fits right in their plan, because if they want to put a politician in these demon on the tops, they want to put a politician in their pocket, what do? They come with a bag of money they just print it up. What an unlimited resource. And you know, people, they're corrupted by resources, right, in the world. That's what they do. That's what they do in religion. Those guys that were following Prabhupada were corrupted by the position as spiritual masters from the very fucking beginning. Because it's an opulence that is only meant for the bona fide acharya. Only they can handle the position of guru, because they truly have a higher taste. And that's dog shit. You know, you can worship Gaur Das here and do all that stuff. I can't get anywhere. Just like I can go and I can have tons of gold. I can try and feel it to get some taste. I can't get any taste for it. I'm spoiled, man. I'm here to get you spoiled too on the truth. And then you'll be guru. No problem. Because you got the higher taste. The Lord needs to. You'll see. Either I'll give you, if I'm not here, the Lord in a dream, you'll get the order and the confirmation like I did. I was tasting and drinking ecstatic devotion for years, and then people started to get it when they asked me to give a class spontaneously. See? And Prabhupada confirmed it. Yes, it has my full approval. You're doing exactly what I want you to do. Showing that I'm his real servant. Always was. I always knew it from the very beginning. I was here to serve Prabhupada, this mission. Just like Lalita got it, that she's here to serve this mission. Does a great job, doesn't she? She's not on this false ego thing, wants to be guru and all that. She's guru already by her example. By not, like thinking she's not like a Christina, is she? That's great. Thank you for your service, Christina. To show that that's not the path. Well, like I got bhakti now. Now I can jump over Gaurahari. Now I don't need, I'll purify my guru now. You fucking idiots out there. That's the false path. And Johan, that's his associate. So he shows you, he likes associates like that, or like Shamagori, the hypocrisies. So if you're foolish enough, anybody's foolish to believe in that, well, then you deserve that. Stay in that cesspool, that pit of snakes for a while. Let them bite you until you learn something. Ooh, yeah. So Lord, read that verse again. Let's bring that one out. It's a beautiful verse. I like it.
Whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice, O descendant of Bharata.
So we're here to reestablish that religious practice again. It's already, see, the Lord came here, right? Lord Chaitanya rules. Ecstatic devotion rules. And there's a decline in that religious practice. It's not Vaidhi Bhakti that is really the real path. It's what the Lord has established as the real path. So anyway, he established it 550 years ago, the path of Prema Bhakti with his Prema devotees. Not Vaidhi. He came at the time of Vaidhi and brought them to the next platform. Okay, lo and behold, it's 550 years later. And whenever there's a decline in religious practice, I descend again, he says, right? He descending now again as Lord Chaitanya, as a devotee, to reestablish that same practice he did 550 years ago. That's what we're doing here. It's on the order of Prabhupada and the real disciplic line. And Narayan Raj could not do that. ISKCON can't do that. The Radhakund Babajis can't do that. The preaching is not like this, isn't it? But you see, if you have any intelligence that Krishna gives you, you'll see that what I'm saying is right on the money. Can you see how the real religious practice of real Sankirtan, not monkey Sankirtan, jumping up and down doing the empty Swami step with no life in it? No, not that kind of Sankirtan. The Sankirtan of the exuberance, of ecstasy, and purity of the ecstasy that comes from that ecstasy, and conclusive understanding, see, is reestablished now. Again, through starting with ourselves. And if you will not go through the regeneration, Jesus said, those who follow me into the regeneration will be saved. And if you don't follow us into the regeneration, you ISKCON devotees, Gaudiya Smriti, and the Gaudiya and the Radhakund Babajis, or anybody else, you will not be saved. You're saved by regeneration, man, by the awakening of, in our line, it's called that God or that Christ is called Krishna. The awakening of Krishna, the arising into the heart, see, and showing you what true love is. Purifying the heart of lust, greed, envy, jealousies, and all these things that are still in ISKCON, still in the Gaudiya Samiti and the Radhakund, still there. They cannot get over that. We're here to take you over that. You don't like it? You will stay there envious and jealous, and you will die in your sin of envy, jealousy, and the covering of the false ego. We're here to strip that off. And that's the truth. That's the authority here. We have that authority. We prove it every day. And if you don't want that authority, you don't believe in it, well, then you stay unregenerated and you'll take many more births. When the opportunity is here, is there. Even, in the world, you ever heard of an opportunity? What happens if you don't take advantage of an opportunity? You lose it, right? In crypto, they do the same thing. Sometimes there's a real opportunity. Usually there's all these bogus opportunities. They're all false because this world is false. But sometimes there's an opportunity. Okay? Just like now, in religion, there's all these false opportunities. You know what false opportunity is? You go to these fucking bogus gurus who have no ecstatic devotion and no authority, really, and they're no better than you, and you believe in them. That is a false opportunity. You know what a real opportunity is? You come here with one guy who disagrees with all of those fuckers and gives you the real opportunity of becoming a real devotee in this lifetime. And you miss it if you don't take advantage of it. What can be done? Sometimes they're goats and sometimes they're sheep. The sheep who want to go into the kingdom, just line up here. Get in the real line. The real line is here. We prove it every day. If you're too stupid to figure it out, well, then go to the goats. The goats are ISKCON. The goats are the Gaudiya Samiti. The goats are the Radhakund Babajis. That's just the truth. You're a goat until you follow the real path. The real path is here. Any sheep out there that want to line up, sheep are a little more intelligent. Man. Does Krishna give the intelligence to come and be delivered by ecstatic devotion you see here every day? And the straight out, frank, honest truth being preached, peppered with a few cuss words to sweeten the pie, sweeten the pot. You got to put a little sugar in it. Do you see this as sugar? A little sugar in there, sweeten it a little bit.
Honey.
Still bitter, like, go ahead. If you like that, oh, good. Medicine is bitter. It's medicine, So, yeah. Give you a little face like it. Ooh, go hard, buddy. Yeah, that's your medicine. Here, let me give another word. Fuck you! Another word. A little more medicine for you out there that going, how dare you preach like that? Okay, fuck you again. more medicine. How dare he say, yeah, fuck you. Take a little bit more. Double trouble. I am such a bad guy, huh? A bad dude, man. Such a rascal. Such a. So outrageous, huh? This is outrageous. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Fuck you, and if you don't like it, get the fuck out of here.
I don't know how I'm going to get more followers doing this kind of preaching. You know? I scare everybody away. Bunny likes the cussing. Remember when Janaki heard the first F word, man? She exploded, man. 3 days she was purifying. Now she uses the word like all the time.
I remember when she used it for the first time.
Yeah.
You remember? That was in Finnegan. Yeah, fuck off! She was shouting.
It's a liberating word. Yeah. Could be used in so many ways, you know. And the people, they even use it in the mainstream media now. Well, not mainstream, but in the entertainment industry, they're always using that. Yeah, because it's a word. It has a lot of things. It's like, this is fucking great, man, or fuck this. It has a lot of moods you can use with that one word. Very unique word. You know. Get fucked, you know. Oh, let's a lot of ways that word is very versatile. Okay. Read that verse again, actually.
Yeah, okay. Whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice.
So the decline in religious practice, just to emphasize this, is what the Lord brought. You see how, once that was the pinnacle of the Lord's purpose for descending, was to distribute Prema as a gift. Now, when you look at Chaitanya Charitamrita, the postgraduate course here, you'll see Lord Chaitanya came to give the gift of ecstatic devotion. What do they preach now? You know what the decline is? They preach, you got to attain ecstatic devotion. You got to fast your way to ecstatic devotion. You got to follow the regulative path of devotional service. You got to chant 1 lakh or 16 rounds to attain devotional service. But when the Lord came here as a gift, what happened to that? Well, it's called a decline, and the real religious practice of this age of Kali is just to accept the gift as it was given then. But the Lord has to come again for that to be known. Otherwise, because people forgot, right? Look at their teaching. Narayan Maharaj teaching. Chant 1 lakh and to attain Krishna, do the fasting, follow the rules to attain Krishna, do the Vaidhi Bhakti to attain Krishna. But what did Krishna teach? Or Lord Chaitanya teach? Here, take this gift here. Because it's not by austerity. See, I'll counteract it. Narayan Maharaj preaching, which must be counteracted now. See? It's not by those austerities he preached, or the Radhakund Bhavatis preached, that you attain Krishna Vrindavan. It's not by pious deeds. It's not by regulative devotional service. You attain Krishna Vrindavan, which is ecstatic Krishna. That's why Narayan Maharaj's group doesn't have ecstatic devotion, because it's the wrong path. The real path is the verse being spoken again by a person who has realized that verse. It's not by regulative devotional service. It's not by austerities that these guys all teach. It's not by regulative devotional service that they all teach now. That was only a step in the stage. It's through the devotees here, and only here, that I've seen, who chant holy names with great, not a little tear, like a Lalita, great, fantastic, magnificent, summum bonum, ecstatic devotional service. You get the point? Is it clear? You see? Now that's the verse. That's the one shouted from the rooftops now to reestablish that decline. We don't want the real religious practice of accepting the gift of Lord Chaitanya's association, so you can get Lord Chaitanya. So these verses, like chapter 1 on the spiritual master, manifest that the sun and the moon arose simultaneously. Can you see that yet? Can you see the sun and the moon arising simultaneously? Can you see Lord Chaitanya? Can you see the devotee? Can you see the associate? Can you see the Lord? Yes. What a ham these guys are, huh? What a ham. Hamming it up, man. Yeah. So accepting the gift, and of course there's got to be a little purification because you can't put new wine. It's always the same preaching. It's universal truth. When deliverance is here, means there's a deliverer, right? And the deliverer is the real intimate associate of the Lord, like a Jesus, like a Lord Chaitanya's servants, real servants, and Nityananda's real followers. See? That's deliverance. And then they give you the tool, the method of deliverance, which is here teaching about the gift, and we just empty out all these bullshit ideas. Like the only problem with Johann is he's got to empty that bullshit head of his. He thinks he knows. He doesn't know. He's lost. He's lost in Putana, man. Believing in all this bullshit stuff. Speculations is the same as this. See, that's being lost. You're lost in speculation. Speculation is your God. That's your word, is speculation. In the beginning was the Word was with God, the Word was God. But your God can be Lucifer, your God can be Putana, your God can be Kaya. Those are the gods, the principalities you worship when bullshit comes out of your mouth. Right? Speculation comes out of your mouth. That's not conclusive in the revealed scriptures. And the blessing of the Vaishnava, real Vaishnava Lalita, do you confirm Johann as bona fide? Does Govinda? Do any of you advanced devotees confirm as bona fide? Or bullshit?
It's bona fide, but Johann not.
Yeah, it's either bona fide or bullshit, man. That's it. The people think, who is that crazy person shouting from the rooftops? Too bad about people. I'm not interested in people pleasing. I'm not an ass kisser. I'm an ass kicker. Don't like it? What is it? How does that go? GTFOO. You want ass kissers? Go to Radhanath. Go to all those persons kissing each other's ass. They're people pleasers. They care more about the praise of men than the praise of God. Didn't Jesus say that? I love that statement, because you're no guru if you're not like that. I don't want ass kissers here. You go to Johann. He's an ass kisser. He kisses all his followers' ass. Smelling it, sniffing it. Oh, you're so great, Christina. Let's you and I go and distribute love, love, love. That's an ass kisser. Just to get followers, they do like that. Yeah, I'm only interested in jewels. You know, and I like to make jewels. You know how we make jewels? How do you make a diamond? Because we're all what? Scumbags, right? We're all worms and stool. Or in other words, you ever seen black carbon? So you take that black carbon, and if you got the power, you squeeze that carbon, and it becomes a diamond. That's what we do. If you come here, we're gonna squeeze that carbon. That's those worms and stool. You know, really hard, man. That carbon, that black worms and stool and scumbags. And all of a sudden you got a diamond here. So just come here and let us squeeze you. Consider that the embrace of Lord Chaitanya. It's just a very tight embrace. And you become a diamond. Now you can't. That's pretty easy, right? All you have to do is just submit to the embrace. Yellow shorts. Same yellow shirt. I think he only has one of everything, man. One shirt, one pair of pants. No, he has many pairs of the same pants and the same shirts. At least I changed my t-shirt. He buys the same kind of shirt, the same kind of shorts. Oh, and you should watch him. Well, no, don't watch him, man. I'll just tell you his things. He goes, every time he blows his nose, he does this, like clockwork. So Johan here, I'm making fun of you. He goes like that, and it's just always perfect. And make sure you see how perfect it is, and then he puts it down. Then he blows his nose again and takes it out.
And all that snot is inside.
All the snot is inside. Makes it nice. You see how good I am? Every time. Never does he miss a beat with that. He is one program guy. On a program. Okay, let me see if in the next verse here. Okay, so next verse there, read that there, Lalita.
Shall I read a piece of a verse so that you can save your voice, Guru Maharaj?
Yeah, please.
To deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants, as well as to re-establish the principles of religion.
Yeah. See, Lord Chaitanya did something different this time. To show that of all the incarnation, because usually he does that. He annihilates the miscreants and delivers the pious. But here, as this incarnation, he delivers the pious and the miscreants. If they were really to be changed, like some miscreants. That's why this is a great time to preach is, oh, here, I gotta put this back in here. Yeah, this is a great time to preach because the miscreants, they follow miscreants. That's it. And so now, see, this is a prediction of Jesus. This is the time when things have been hidden in the closets, they're coming to the rooftops. And so those who became miscreants by following miscreants, that's how you do it. It's by association. And the demons are always trying to trick people into becoming their servants. That's just what they do. They need power. They need resources. And we're just resources to them. But that's all coming out that they're being, they're fooling everybody. See, this is being shouted from the rooftops. The demons, they're trying to fuck you all the time. They're screwing you, they're poisoning you, and you believe in them. So even the sheeple are starting to wake up. They have to, because they're coming, all that truth is coming out. The truth of the lies, and how the lies have been taught as truth. That's all coming out now. Because it's ordained by the Lord. And so those people will be looking, well, where is the shelter? Well, the shelter is called the truth. Jesus started this truth. The truth will set you free. The truth is not the truth of the demigods, who are still an illusion too. The truth is the truth that's good for the demigods and you demons, you miscreants, and you followers of miscreants. Everybody. This highest truth of Bhagavatam is being preached now again. The highest truth is reality, and that's ecstatic devotion that the Lord brought, Prema Bhakti. The highest truth is that reality distinguished from the illusion. Every fucking thing else. Okay? Show me, you gurus out there, you Narayan Raj, a higher truth than ecstatic love. And conclusive understanding of that comes from that. See? So this is good for everybody. The highest truth is reality distinguished from illusion for the welfare of everyone. Demons, demigods, lizard people, everything. We are all got a soul in there that's waiting to be unlocked. Well, why not take the path of happiness? You show me anybody a greater happiness than we've got, a greater truth than what we have. I was showing that Lalita, this other guy, speculating, still lost. He's alone with speculations. There's no real God there, no real pleasure of the Lord. This is it, man. It's the real path. What is the real path? It's the highest truth, the highest reality. Reality distinguished from illusion. The highest reality is the love of God, right? The love of Christ, the love of Krishna is the highest reality. But who's got that? Who is making that present in the world so people can understand it's the highest reality? You read it in the book, right? In the Bhagavatam, you still don't know. How do you know? Because people are following somebody else or some other teaching taught by somebody else who doesn't have ecstatic devotion. Well, now it's time to reestablish the real principles of religion in this Kali Yuga, which is the devotees association and the Vaishnava scriptures preached by those devotees who have the bliss and the ecstasy, which is the result of having the truth in you. Okay? So that's it. This is the only place I've seen where this truth is powerfully enforced, where you can come here and see, boy, these guys are different. Of course it's different here. Well, how many self-realized souls have you met in this lifetime? You think they're going to be different than that fucking Radhanath or that Narayan Raj or the Radhakund Babajis? You think they're not going to have authority over everything they taught and prove it? You think they have authority over this preaching? They only have authority over this preaching for those who are stupid enough to submit to something lesser than what you see with your own eyes here, what you hear with your own ears here, what you feel. If you have any possibility to feel anything, you're not dumbed down by these idiots, these fools and these rascals. Where's my pot? I want to break some pots. Where's Mother Sachi when you need her, man? Where's those pots? I'm going to break some pots. I'm going to put some holes in the roof of this material universe, for God's sake. I'm going to destroy it all. Oh, we're doing a pretty good job, huh? Destroying all the illusions. Give me some illusion. I want to break it. Break all these pots, man. What do you think the story means, breaking the pots? Well, I'm here to break the pots, he's saying, man. I'm here to break all this stuff. I want all this garbage to come out of the pots, man. I'm going to put some holes in this universe that you call home. What kind of home is this, people? Man, make your home with a Vaishnava, man. Make your home with ecstatic devotion. Make your home with a Lalita like I have. I get their association every day. You guys do too by the camera. Same thing, you know? Almost.
I just told some followers of Narayan Maharaj, Shamarani has no prem. Whoa, they're all on my back.
Oh, really? You said that?
Who do you think you are? You talk like an authority.
Squeeze out the tube, man. It's time, isn't it? Let's just have some fun with this, man.
I said, yes, was a guru. A guru. Who do you think you are? And I said, yeah, you don't have prem either.
I always say the same thing. Who do you think you are? Yeah, well, we're just who we are, man. Prema Bhaktis. We know the difference. What, you don't see? What, does she show you what Prema Bhakti is? Come on, man. You know, come here and look what real thing. And they don't even come here because they can't stand before the Lord's Prema, you know. So they consider, oh, well, you know, that's the real thing. And no, it ain't the real thing. Come on, man. We're here to preach, man. We're here to, while we're here, we're gonna light it up, man. Light up this world with the truth. Just like Jesus, man. Jesus said, while I'm here, I'm the light of the world. Well, while we're here, our preaching is the true light of the world, isn't it? Are we not being authorized by higher potency and power here? Can you tell this is more authorized than these? I'll show you, look how ecstatic I am. Can you tell this is more authority than these dry fucking chanters acting as gurus? Or Shamarani, bless her little heart, but you know, her little dry heart, you know, looking like this and everybody praising. Wow, Shamarani, I was waiting to meet you. What? Where's the life in that? People don't know what real life is. Where's the life? See, life, lively. You notice these classes are lively? You know, there's some life here, isn't it? Energy, potency, understanding, ecstasy, bliss, all these components of the absolute truth. And there now, when you come to a few of these and then you look over there, you think, God, what a perspective. Because I at least saw the highest truth. Then I look at these dry things that people think are light, they're glowing. They got a little glow to it, but not like the fire here. See, Prabhupada called it the glowworms. And when the acharya disappears, say like an acharya, like even Prabhupada, even though he didn't show a lot of stuff, still he was emanating fire, right? Emanate fire. And as soon as he goes, the glowworms take over, the Tamal Krishnas. And people start praising the glowworms, man. The Narayan Maharaj, the glowworms. They praise, oh, you're just like Prabhupada and better. That's what they think. He's better because they think he brought more. But did he really? He said he was teaching Raganuga. Well, where's the Raga? Isn't it not really much more or anything more? Really? I mean, you get a false idea about it. See, bringing something more than Vaidhi Bhakti, is to really bring the Raga. So that's what we do. Okay, he brought maybe some intellectual understanding about these things. But you intellectual bhaktas out there, that's all it is. We got the heart of Krishna. You know what the heart of Krishna is? Radha, devotion. Only devotion and devotees and Radhas in our line. The associates of Radha, the girlfriends are the real gurus, man. And they know her mentality. And they know Krishna because she knows Krishna. And they're very close with Radha. Can you tell who's really close with Radha? Have you learned anything yet here? Yeah, but Radha's so sweet. She's so amazing. She never gets angry like Jesus, and Prabhupada never gets angry. And Gaur, you can't be an associate because you get angry and you have all these moods, and a devotee is just is always like this. He's always a wolf in sheep's clothing, like we believe in all these Radhanaths, wolves in sheep's clothing, and the Narayan Raj group. We believe all these wolves in sheep's clothing, and the Radha wolves in sheep. Well, I just look at the result. My ex-wife worshipped sincerely, or I guess, but the Radhakund Babaji's in Narayan Raj, and look at her. Come on, man, what kind of fruit are you? You're like a sour grape, man. I can't afford it. And look at Shamarani, 25, 30 years with Narayan Raj. See? And looks like a sour grape to me. How can I believe in somebody like that? She's not the only one. They're all dry. I know. I met the biggest gurus in the Narayan Raj group. I stayed with them. I talked to them. Dry, sour grapes. Nice people. Narayan Raj was nice too. My ex-wife is kind of nice too, but still, they can destroy your bhakti because they're not over Putana. Yeah, Johan's kind of a nice guy too, but it'll destroy your bhakti if you're a baby bhakta. But I don't believe in any of these guys, so my bhakti is fine. I don't have any doubt that Johan is who he is, and Narayan Raj is who he is, and the Radhakund Babajis are who they are, and ISKCON is who they are. They're all under the principalities that protect Vrindavan from the profane. And we're here to liberate anybody and reestablish the real principles that Lord Chaitanya established. We prove it here every day. And if you can't see that, you're a goat, and go to the goats out there. Everyone I mentioned is a goat head. Go follow your guru goat. Go follow the goat heads. You come here, we'll give you the embrace. You scumbags, you carbons, you're black, dark, sinners, we'll give you the squeeze, the Lord Chaitanya squeeze. And all of a sudden, you become a diamond, like Lalita, right? And Govinda. Diamonds. And look at Pani, and look at Freddie getting the squeeze. Dr. Tom getting the squeeze. Whoever else is here too. Dean getting the squeeze. See, when I come down or chastise somebody, they're getting the squeeze. It's considered an embrace, a loving embrace. People don't know what real love is. Kahil Jabram told you what real love is. That was Krishna's poem, man. If love calls you, beckon to his call. See? When love was as love crowns you, it shall crucify. The real devotees know what that crucifixion is. See? As love crowns you, see, this goes up to your tenderest leaves, it shall crucify you. But what happens from the crucifixion? You get the new life, man, and then there's no need for crucifixion. Lalita, there was a time she was crucified. I saw it. I experienced it. I saw it, She was crying a lot, too. And this crucifying, old life and all that stuff, the conditionings and all that. See, but look at her now, man. There's nothing to crucify much anymore. Yeah. So the Lord, this is the fast path. You want to get finished quickly? Come get this kind of embrace, man. We'll squeeze the garbage out, and then what is it? Life abhors a vacuum. See, when the stuff is squeezed out, the opinions, the false ideas, the stuff you picked up from these hypocrites and liars and cheaters in the world, squeezed out. What happens? See, life abhors a vacuum. So there's a vacuum now. And we have to have some life. That's what, Krishna did with Putana. Sucked that life out of her. The life is all that poison. See? And then bhakti rushed in, and she became a real sincere devotee. So, yeah, it's intense here. Yeah, definitely. But how many times do you get an opportunity to see such an intensity? That's its style. Wasn't Jesus intense when he was here? Of course. He is a very intense person because he intensely had a relationship and he's very close to God. God is very intense, man. He's very everything. Very ecstatic, very conclusive, very powerful, very truthful. Yeah. You're just going to get the very if you come here. You ready for very? Or you like the wolves in sheep's clothing? Oh, yes, I'm a real guru type. Yes, I'll give you life. You like the Shamaranis? Oh, yes, I'm this, oh yeah, all these speculations and don't come here if you don't like the very truthful, very intense, very frank, very ecstatic. You notice it's a very, very, very place. Because Lord Chaitanya was very intense, very truthful. His devotees were also very happy. You want to be very happy? More so than any, you show me any guru that's claiming to be a representative of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas as happy as these devotees, not only the guru, but some of his followers too. You show me one who can compare, and you won't find one. I haven't found one. Prove me wrong. Come on. Come forward. Come on. But nobody does. This is the Roadrunner's path. Why don't you come on, Freddie? Are you ready? Come on. Why don't you come? Let's squeeze the tube a little bit. Here, I'll give you the link in case you say no excuses here. Here you go, Freddie. We're in it. Let's see, who else? Who else wants to come up here? Oh, 18 people are increasing. This is a very merry path. Okay. Read the next verse.
I didn't read this one completely.
Oh, then read the whole thing.
8, yeah. To deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants, as well as to re-establish the principles of religion, I myself appear millennium after millennium.
Yeah, so Lord Chaitanya, usually when he, like as Krishna, he destroyed the miscreants, right? He literally destroyed their bodies and gave them liberation. So he destroyed their bodies. But now, as Lord Chaitanya, he comes to deliver the miscreants. How? He destroyed their bodies, not physical bodies. He destroys the body of the false ego, which is false. That's all. What do you think this you think I'm here destroying material bodies? We're here to destroy the false ego, the false ID, false identification. That's what this preaching does. To point out, hey, you got a false ego, man. You're Devananda Pandit at best. And the Lord came here because he wanted to preach ecstatic devotion. Stop worshiping the false egos. Stop worshiping the Devananda Pandits. That Devananda Pandit, the scripture says in Chaitanya Bhagavat, Lord Chaitanya said this person is not qualified to preach Bhagavatam. He has no ecstatic devotion. He is not qualified. Radhanath, you have no ecstatic devotion provable, and you are not qualified to take disciples and to preach Bhagavatam. Only the devotee with ecstatic devotion, following in the footsteps of Lord Chaitanya and the preaching of Lord Chaitanya, has the qualification to preach the Bhagavatam principles, real Bhagavad. You cannot preach it as a hypocrite. No hypocrite gurus can preach the Bhagavatam. The real Bhagavatam. The highest truth is preached by those who have embraced the highest truth, are embraced by the highest truth, are exuding the highest truth in this world. The real Prema Bhaktis rule. See? And overturn the preaching of Radhanath is an example of all of those persons I've seen. You don't like it, then you'll stay out there. You're faulty, you'll die in your sin. Jesus said, oh, you don't believe this message of truth? You don't believe that he was the Messiah with the message of the true Lord, the ecstatic Lord with the Holy Spirit and the power to give it? You Pharisees will die in your sin. You Pharisees, you Brahmins, you sannyasis, and you gurus will die with that false ego covering, thinking that you can purify your disciples, but you have no ecstatic devotion to purify them with. Lord Chaitanya taught you can be a perfect Brahmin, and none of them are perfect Brahmins. But if you are a perfect Brahmin with no ecstatic devotion, you cannot even purify yourself, much less your disciples. So why are you guys wasting your fucking time worshiping each other, worshiping false gurus with no prema who cannot purify themselves? Are you ready for Lord Chaitanya's preaching or what? No? Too bad, because you're going to get it anyway. Because the Lord said, whether you ask for it or not, you're going to get the truth. Hey, like father, like son. He preached that, I preached this. He blasted the Devananda Pandits. Well, how do we blast? What am I going to blast them in the book? No, I got to have some real material here. Where's a Radhanath? Where's a Jaipataka? Where's a Narayan Raj? Where's a Radhakun Ananta Das Babaji? I'm gonna blast your holy cows into smithereens so that you can find out what is a real devotion, what is a real devotee, and what is the false ego covering still. This is necessary. How Lord Chaitanya came to reestablish religious principles. Well, all the brambles have taken over again. So we got to reestablish it again. Now here in this Sangha, there is no other reestablishment. We're here ordered by Prabhupada to teach the real principles of Lord Chaitanya. Oh, there we go. We're here to preach the real principles of Lord Chaitanya. Is this intense enough there, Freddie?
Freddie is ready to be squeezed.
We put you in the middle.
Turn the carbon into a diamond.
So give us a word, Freddie. What do you think about all this?
Well, it's everyday entertaining. That's the least thing we can say. So Krishna has his own way to purify us, and sometimes you are very strong forward, and sometimes you are more moderated. But it's every day an experience, and I understand that it can be very confronting for people when they hear you preaching in a very boasting way, and you all guys, you don't have it. We are the only ones. Yeah, he has a fucking big false ego. but we see that also in the pastime of Lord Chaitanya, when he was Nimai Pandit and he acted as a Pandit. He confronted all these brahmanas, proud, learned scholars, and then he went into debate with them, and nobody could defeat him. So they all had to bow down, and oh my God, who is this little boy? So of course you can never win from God. Or when these brahmanas were doing their rituals in the water, and they were doing all these mantras, and then little Nimai, he went on the water and he pulled them with the legs, and they fell into the water. And then and then they were very angry at him. And then they said, why are you doing this, Nimai? Well, you were calling for me, and then when I come. So, but the Lord always comes in a very, funny, unexpected way, and then, he does all kind of tricks. It's for him, it's always a sport. It's a game to purify us, and for him, when he looks at us conditioned souls, it's just, it's something that has to be removed. That you come into his personal association and his personal servant, yes, a servant, yes. And that's how the Lord always works over and over again in his own particular way as Krishna. And Krishna is the most curious and funny little cowherd boy, and he is at the same time unlimited big and unlimited small. It's all in him. He is the most magnanimous God in the form as Lord Chaitanya. And and we are experiencing that again, what Lord Chaitanya did 550 years ago with his huge group of awakened devotees. And he went practically through all India to wake up to sleeping souls. And now we have a kind of a revival, but it's not really recognized yet. So people need to hear you're screaming from the rooftops a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, it's like Lord Chaitanya told Nityananda, how are we going to accomplish our mission of ecstatic devotion spreading if Nityananda didn't act more wild? So that's basically what Prabhupada said, the same thing to me when he came in a dream and said, your activities have my full approval. That's pretty, you would think that would be odd for a person who taught Vaidhi Bhakti, right? And building temples and all that. But, it makes sense when you see it's about, providing a first step will get people comfortable worshiping Krishna and get the books out. And now is the time with the preaching of these deep principles of ecstatic devotion, just like the Goswamis wrote the books. Okay? And then Narottam, Shamananda, and Srinivas were the preachers. They took those confidential books and preached these confidential things, and then people got the ecstatic devotion. So we're on that principle. We're the preachers of those confidential truths that awaken ecstatic devotion for those who are ready for that. If you don't accept this preaching, you don't accept this gift. If you don't see, what is your God? My God is the word of Prabhupada, preaching rules, regulations, and all that. Where my God is the politicians in the world, or my God is these gurus and their word. Do rules, do regulations, work for me, give me your money and your time and your energy, and I'll give you back more rules and more regulations and more austerities and more of that. See, that's your God. What's your God here? What's my God? My God is very playful, very ecstatic, very intense, very truthful, very frank, and I love it now. Man, I've been squeezed, and I'm here to squeeze a few, give you the embrace of Lord Chaitanya. Man, so that your God can be that word, this word, ecstatic word, intense happiness, intense truth, intense spiritual power, intense deliverance for anybody who accepts your charming personality. Isn't this preaching charming there, Freddie?
Oh, I did not hear what you said.
Oh, you didn't hear my discourse here? Yeah. What do you think? Oh, Lilita, give us a word. Your turn here. Give us a word.
Your preaching is very charming, Guru Maharaj. Only you've got to look through transcendental eyes. This is the charm of the Lord. This shouting, this from in the beginning, for 6 years it attracted me. I immediately saw Jesus turning the tables. I immediately saw that picture and understood, yeah, that it's the power of the Lord who's working here. It's really fantastic. And by the way, it needs to be done like that because everybody is so conditioned. Religion is so conditioned and so unpure and so degraded. How will you bring any change? Not by no, you've got to roar. So yeah, it's a fantastic path. It's and all you say is conclusive. It is truth. Those who still doubt about your words because their hearts are very impure, because I feel it in the body. I have constantly these confirmations of the Lord, paralyzed legs. I feel it in my chest. I feel it in my arms. I feel intoxicated. When you the higher you go, the more I'm intoxicated. So, yeah, it is the Lord who reciprocates to his devotees, who says, see, they are dancing in my heart. Radha and Krishna are both dancing in my heart by hearing your conclusive truth. That's nowhere else. Nowhere else. When I see those preachers like that guru, I forgot his name. I will show you later. Oh my God, what are you doing, man? What are you trying to do? And then they are immediately angry when you tell them Shamarani has no prem. Oh. Who the heck have you met her? And blah blah blah. I said,
Yeah.
I need to
Yeah,
meet her.
that, on that point, that's the thing. They don't know what prema is. So don't tell me that Narayan Raj group is Prema Bhaktas and purebhakti.com and they don't know what prema is. That's a lie. I'm sorry. You're misinformed. You're ill-informed. You're believing something that's not true. And that's just the way it is. And we'll prove it. We show you what prema is, and you can see. Where does Shamarani confirming that that's prema in Chaitanya Charitamrita chapter 23? And the whole chapter there talks about prema. How dare you even think that that's prema? You are stupid. You are a go-ahead, man, for thinking that's prema. I'm sorry, she's a nice lady and all that, but that's not true. Truth is truth, right, Freddie? It's either true or it's not. Go ahead, Lolita, sorry.
No, continue, Guru Maharaj. Truth is truth, yeah. You see that they are so degraded, they are so poor, so unfortunate, immediately angry when you tell them the truth, but immediately angry. It's unbelievable. Because they learned it by heart and they think I have the truth now, but no experience. Come
Yeah,
on.
the thing is, it's just very simple. They get angry because you told them the truth and the contamination comes up, shows that they didn't get purified in the Narayan Maharaj group. That's what I saw. I was there 1.5 years and I didn't see real purification. Nowhere. It's because it's just like Lord Chaitanya said, and they were promoting being Brahmins and sannyasis and austere and all that, but I didn't see the purification that I was looking for, that I experienced, because Lord Chaitanya showed it. He said, the Bhagavatam teaches this, and I'm here to teach the real Bhagavatam. Otherwise, you're going to believe the bullshit speculations in the Narayan Maharaj group and all of those guys. They're speculating. Because the truth was preached in Bhagavatam and reiterated by a living person, Lord Chaitanya and his real devotees, and being reiterated again now, whether you like it or not, because it's true. Lord Chaitanya said you could be a perfect Brahmin, like some of these may be, but I don't think so. Even if they were. If you are devoid of pure ecstatic prema, love for God, you cannot purify yourself or anybody else. That's why people get purified here and get increasing ecstatic devotion here and nowhere else. Prove me wrong. And nobody can, because this is true. Man, 1 year and a half with Narayan Raj, 6 months with the Babajis, 5 miserable years in ISKCON. Boy, was that an austerity. See, I've looked around enough, but prove me wrong that there's some real associates of Lord Chaitanya who are real gurus with real prema, and I'll say, I'm sorry, I'll kiss your feet. No problem. I would love to kiss a devotee's feet. If you don't want to do that, you are a fool. Lord Chaitanya, you know what Krishna did? When he had a party, he washed the feet of everybody. Nobody would take that position except Krishna. Okay? He was the smartest person in there, because all many devotees, he got to wash their feet, and the Lord loves to do that. And if we love to do that, that's the Lord. You're giving the Lord pleasure. Nobody knows how to give the Lord pleasure. See, like Jesus, he washed the feet of his disciples, and they thought, why are you washing our feet? He says, if I don't do this, you have no part with me. Okay? Because he was washing his feet, his Lord's feet, man, because his Lord gave himself to those persons. What, you don't think I would wash the feet of Lalita or Govinda or somebody that has the ecstatic presence in them? Of course. Because God has chosen them. Washing their feet is better than washing the deity's feet in the temple. Isn't that the truth? Isn't that what Lord Chaitanya said? My devotees of your caliber, that's the devotees like a Lalita or a Govinda, are virtual places of pilgrimage, because the Lord is residing there in this world and expressing himself, expressing his love, expressing his bliss, expressing his conclusive truth. But the deity isn't. It's just standing there. That purifies after a long time. A lot of people, they don't know the Lord like this, you see. But my devotees of your caliber, the ecstatic Bhakti devotees who got that mercy, special mercy, are virtual places of pilgrimage. You purify just by being seen, because they see you, they see ecstatic devotion, and they hear conclusive truth. Like, actually, Shamarani has no praying. It's just true. And look how it purifies you. You heard that? That's purification. That's your contamination coming up. That's the first purification you got. You didn't get it in the Raimar's group, but you get it here, because my disciples and friends have spiritual power. Real deal spiritual potency. You don't like it? Too fucking bad. Because it's true and real. And we're here to take over the planet with real bhakti and liberate millions. Go ahead, Lily. Or Freddie, you're on.
Yeah, that's quite a statement. We are going to take over the planet. I remember this big American guru Bhagavan. He also made that statement that he said we will take over the world in 18 days, and the devotees at that time, they were also very fired up, because he had then some Shakti in ISKCON, but it went completely wrong. So from the moment he had a relationship with one of his female disciples, and he presented himself as Krishna and Radharani, well, that was his fall down in ISKCON, and that happens with many sannyasis, that they start something with their female disciples, and then of course then they break the regulative principles, and then they could not be in the position.
Who was that?
Bhagavan.
People still follow. People still follow.
Yeah, he is still on Facebook. He's an American. He's a big guy, and he had many followers in ISKCON. He was one of these big shot gurus, and in Germany you had what was his name? I forgot. There was also a big Zonial guru, and they have in different countries different sannyasi gurus, but all of them they fell down.
Well, the thing is, people still believe in these gurus and teachers and the thing, but the thing is now, the preaching is the truth. The truth will set anybody free. That's our power here. They're preaching lies, whether they're nice or not. Doesn't matter. You're a demigod or a demon. It's all a lie. This whole material manifestation lie. And the only thing that's going to save it, if you're ready to be delivered, is the truth, the conclusive understanding, man. The truth is, it's the devotees of Lord Chaitanya. If you're you say you're in our line, it's the real associates of Lord Chaitanya with real prema, and you come into their association, and then you're going to get what Lord Chaitanya came to give. That's it, man. There is no other argument that can be condoned. I mean, you can say anything you want, but if you want do you want real Krishna consciousness? Do you want the real Lord Chaitanya? Do you want the real Radha and Krishna? Are you really serious? Well, this is the preaching for that. Because you'll get real ecstasy here. You won't get a bunch of rules and regulations and bogus gurus who have no bhakti, and hypocrites and putanas and kalyas and donkey drinkers of urine. You will get the real. Any connoisseurs out there? Any scumbags that want the embrace, to become a jewel? Oh, you come into this association and you'll get Lord Chaitanya's embrace. And squeeze very tight. Boom, voila. A diamond. Ask Freddie. What do you think, Freddie?
Yes, the embrace of Lord Chaitanya is daily here, and some days he squeezes harder than the other day, but it's necessary in the process. And we have been conditioned for so many lifetimes. It's not going out easily, especially the deep conditionings we have and identifications we have. And in this material world, from childhood, we are always taught by material teachers. So all we have is a kind of a material analytic intelligence, but we don't have spiritual intelligence, and that is only something you can get when you come in the presence of a real representative of God. When he speaks, and you get the purification, then spiritual intelligence starts to develop. And otherwise, you just study the Shastra from your mind, from your material intelligence, and then you just draw the wrong conclusions, or you speculate about the deeper meanings, or you cannot see them. You cannot see it with your blunt material senses. So you have to purify the senses till you come to the proper seeing and the proper understanding. And
that's what I noticed with the Narayan Maharaj group. Like when I was listening to Shamarani's little class there, her conclusions are they're speculative, and she got that from Narayan Maharaj, and that's the whole thing. I was hearing these conclusions and they were not really up to standard. As I said, it's not, see, people think, oh, that's offensive to who are you and all that. Hey, man, truth is no respecter of persons. Liberated souls know that. See, and if they tell you that, then there's opportunity for people to be delivered by the truth. Otherwise, you're not getting the truth. They're hiding it from you because you're not qualified, or, it's whatever, but you got to see, that these persons are not authorities. The real authority is the real spiritual master. That's the truth being preached now. The devotee Bhagavat, their word is in line with the book Bhagavat and proven to be true by the real sadhus who have their love of God awakened. That's why this is undeniable, whether people deny it or not. It's undeniable truth. You got the word being spoken here, and ecstatic devotion awakening in people and taking away their miseries before that even happens. So therefore the truth is manifesting in force. See, in force in the world. The devotees are the enforcers of the absolute truth in this world when they come to this world to deliver it. They enforce, see, like the police, they enforce the rules, right? Well, whenever there's a decline in religion, the Lord comes, either like he did as Lord Chaitanya, to establish the real religious principles, and the devotees have to come again, because look what has happened in 550 years, Freddie. My God, people have bad memories. And they think, Lilith thinks I have a bad memory sometimes. I remember that. That's the only thing to remember. I remember that preaching was really wonderful, and it's really wonderful again, because we've been authorized to disperse this cloud burst on the world, isn't it? It's a cloud, and man, do you see it? It's like a balloon. You're filled with water, and we throw it right at you. Do you feel the water on you? You feel like, I'm all wet from that balloon that he threw at me. How dare he? Who is he to throw these water balloons at me? Right? Isn't that what we're doing? Throwing water balloons, They won't accept it willingly, so we got to get these balloons filled with the water of the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, and we throw it at Radhanath, and we throw it at Shamarani, and we throw it at Johan. And we always get our mark, so usually. And how do we know when we hit the mark? They go, who are you to say what you say? Don't you know that we're the authorities in the world? No, I don't think so. How many more times you need to be saved? Be saved yourself first. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Anything else you got to add there, Freddie?
Yes, I was just reading the last comment of Lalita, how important it is to be saved first, to be deeply ecstatic and to deeply be purified before you can, have an impact on the world. And look at yourself before you got the instruction of Prabhupada, do more of this. You were many years deeply ecstatic, and you also went through deep purification before you got that order of Prabhupada. So it's not a small thing that you think, oh, wow, I'm a few years here and I have a few symptoms now I convert people. Well, it's not that easy, It's the order really has to come from your guru or from the parampara, and then you get the real empowerment, and of course the parampara can see where we are at, and when you are ready to be used in the in the service of the Lord. So we cannot jump from a low platform to a high platform. It's not possible. That's why this is a gradual process. Even in this Raganuga, it's fast, but it's not that fast that we think, oh, I will be it in 2 or 3 years, because it's the highest what we have. Vrindavan consciousness is is the highest,
Yeah.
and we
Yeah,
need to clear it out.
it's like what you said there about having preparation first. It's like, it's always like in the lines of the pastimes are representing the path, actually. So when Krishna was born in Mathura, right? See, his parents were, kind of, they were bhaktas and they had devotion. But there still was hypocrisy, and people were still imprisoned. Even his parents were imprisoned by Kamsa, the hypocritically devout. See, so Krishna needed to get more power and energy, the real pure energy and empowerment. He had to be transferred to the ecstatic devotees and engage in ecstatic devotional service to be. Actually, you could think of it as our path, even though Krishna doesn't need it. But he says an example: when your bhakti is small, you have to be under the guidance. See, Raganuga Bhakti is you may have your awakening, even from a previous life in this life, but you need to be nourished and nurtured in your relationship with more ecstatic devotees. See, I didn't have that privilege, I had to, that's why I say you got to get through all these things, you have to bring in this bhakti, otherwise you won't get through. It's very powerful, the Maya, the Lord's Maya here. And if your bhakti is too small, the Kamsas come out there and he dashed the mundane persons to the ground, the mundaners that didn't have strong bhakti. So Krishna got through, and sometimes somebody gets through, and you power up in this relationship, worshiping the Lord amongst the devotees. So I had to do this for years, and all I had were the devotees in the books, and I was chanting in ecstasy, and I just kept relating to the Lord and getting purified. And to the point, what happens? Then you come to the Vaidis, the ones who you start there anyway, or to the world. Everybody you can preach to anybody and everybody. You should. But to the Vaidis, you come back to the Vaidis. Okay, anybody ready? Anybody in the fold ready to move on? There's shelter here. Look, not only is there a guru here, but you got sadhus here. You got protection here. The protection of the devotees. See, and you can advance here. This kind of advancement on this level is unheard of. It's very rare. It's unusual to find not just one ecstatic devotee, but a few and more increasing here. So that's how it works, and that's why it takes a while for people to become purified and empowered here. You see, like Govinda is preaching now, and Lalita is openly preaching now. This is a product of their advancement. They're getting the power to confront these people spitting poison, because that's what they do. As soon as you preach the name of your guru, now, they're going to start spitting poison. As soon as you preach the truth of prema and all that, they're going to spit poison. They can't help it. They're poison, And so this is powerful, what we're doing here. It's powerful development of this, and it starts like this, small. Look, I started with one person worshiping, right? Now, all these things that, are lined up, the order of Prabhupada and the blessing of Krishna and the preaching and you guys coming forward. Many of you think it's just one life for you. No, you probably in other lives, you've been preparing for this. Just like when Lord Chaitanya was here, all the devotees assembled. Well, that's our preaching now. All the devotees are assembling here. And they come one by one, you notice? One by one. Because out of thousands, you're lucky to get one jewel. See? They come from everywhere. Coming from the Vaidhi path and Krishna consciousness, can come from Christianity, can come from the world. See? Doesn't matter. It's always a repeat when deliverance is here. They come like that. They come from different parts of the thing. Jesus said, I have sheep in many different folds. So he just preached here and there and everywhere like we do on the internet, here, there, and everywhere. And you know who you are out there. You know who we're talking to, right? Because Krishna will give you the intelligence.
that we're honest and true and genuine. Yeah, it's strong. Are you ready? Some people want a strong drink. And this is for you if that's it. Somebody's got to give the message. I wish somebody was preaching like this when I was coming. There's nobody. Nobody was real. In the Radhakund Babaji's there wasn't like this, and Narayan Raj wasn't like this, ISKCON wasn't like this. And the Christians weren't like this either. This is very special. This is for, especially if you consider yourself a devotee of Radha and Krishna and Lord Chaitanya, man. This is the place to be. This is where you see the real deal. The book becomes living here. Otherwise, it's just in the book. Narayan Raj devotees, come on, man, wake up. Can you see? This is what you've been studying in your head and memorizing. This is the living Lord Chaitanya's ecstatic traveling Sankirtan show. Show. What is a show? Show! For God sakes, where's the show? Show is show. You don't show anything. What kind of mercy of Lord Chaitanya is that? Where's the prema there, Shamarani? Where is it? Come on, just, we'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Where's the show of you being a real spiritual master that is acceptable to be worshipped? You have prema? Are you a Gaudiya Vaishnava, intimate associate of Lord Chaitanya? You show us. Otherwise, you're a fool to bow down and worship anybody that is not transcendentally situated and a representative of the transcendental Lord, Sat Chit Ananda, or in other words, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, or the sun in this world, shining the Holy Spirit and the shining truth in this world. You're a fool, a big goathead to worship somebody who does not represent that truth in this world. So I rest my case and my voice too. Otherwise, we might explode here. What do you think, Lalita? Give us a closing statement.
I see Tom who says to me, then save me. But what is Guru Maharaj doing for 6 years, Tom? Why are you here in the Sangha? Who is saving you here for hours and hours and hours, man? Why do you ask me to save you?
What? Save you from what? Well, don't you know what being saved? What is it? What's drowning you, Tom? Can't you see the rope? Aren't you grabbing the rope? Don't you see this is the rope?
Where is the pot? Where is the pot?
What, were you lost somewhere? What are you lost in there, Tom? Why can't you see what's plainly obvious? What are you thinking about? Please save me from what? Yeah, so let's hear an explanation from the horse's mouth. Here we go. Tom, what is this thing about being saved?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, wait. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I have to... Now it's silent. Okay. Now, what was this discussion going on? Lalita said, I first have to save myself. And that's why I said, save me. If you want me, if you say I have to be saved, then I'm ready to be saved here. I'm ready all the time. I want to take this opportunity to be saved here. You know that.
So what is being saved to you?
Wait. The sound is coming from here. Can you say again, please?
Yeah, what does being saved mean to you?
To me, I don't know. Lalita came up with the words, you need to be saved. So what I feel what does it mean to me to be saved? Um, I feel to be protected by the truth is more kind of realization. We
So
it, it's like
why is there a distance between you and that truth? What is in between that's keeping you from the shelter of that truth?
yeah, I'm searching for that. You said to me, you look where you are not sincere, Tom. But I don't find anything. There's nothing in between. There is nothing.
So are you saved or what?
I feel I'm 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 happy. I'm here. I'm awake. I know the truth. I can feel distinguish false from truth. So I feel okay. There's no need to be. Um, I can be more happy and more convinced and more empowered. But I don't feel a need to be saved. I feel okay.
Okay, great. So who is your savior?
You are asking that. um, yes, I cannot give another answer than it's you. I cannot give another answer.
So your savior is your guru.
Guru, savior, the ones who, the big brother. Yes, yes.
You
So
seem a little hesitant. Does he seem a little
no,
hesitant?
no.
What do you think,
I
Lalita?
feel these
What do you
eyes,
think, Lalita?
these expective eyes from Lalita and from Freddie. What's going on? What's going on?
Well, let's hear it. Freddie, what do you think there, Freddie? Well, Lolita, you guys,
They
what do
are
you?
hesitating.
Yeah. Let's see. What do you think there, Lolita? Give us.
I don't think he's really convinced, and I don't think he knows what being saved means, because you've got to experience it, and that's why we preach. That's why we preach, to invoke this desire inside of you to be saved. So with Tom, I always had the question: what is he actually doing here? There are others from who I have this question: what is she actually doing here? But okay,
You came up with the word saved. Yes. Then
because
then
yeah,
you have to explain why you
well,
feel
I
what's
will.
going on.
I
Yeah.
will, because for years you are the preacher. For years you say, now you say, let's pick up some chicks, some girls, and I only
No,
want
that
to
was the
preach to
first time
them.
I just said that a few minutes ago. That's not from years ago. No,
No, no, not
that's a
years
fresh
ago,
one.
but years ago you want to preach. You're
No,
always thinking, yeah,
no,
oh yeah,
no,
yeah.
Lalita, no,
And you go to
no.
ISKCON to
I
preach, and you go to Guru Padma to preach. Come on, Tom. Uh,
No, that's not true.
yeah, you want to preach? Yeah, absolutely.
No, and when I say no, it's no. Come
And I
on.
said for years, and I repeat for years, Tom. I always repeat the same thing, Tom. Become saved yourself first, and then you can
I
preach.
did not want to preach for years. That's your idea. I didn't say that. Come on.
No, you did it. Oh, you say it so many times. And I go to
No.
ISKCON, and I'm gonna save this one and this one. I go to Guru Padma. Yeah, Tom. Yeah, you wanna preach, absolutely. And
What
I
did I
always
say
give you
about
that
Guru
same answer.
Padma?
I
I
always
did.
give you that same answer. Yeah, well, yeah.
You're putting things in my mouth I didn't say.
Oh, you wrote it. You wrote it in class.
Come on.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Did I
Otherwise,
write something about Guru Padma in class?
yeah.
What did I
No,
write?
that you
No, oh
wrote
no, oh
in
no, oh no.
that was in Messenger. That was a messenger. You wanted to go to Guru Padma's
No, I didn't want to go to Guru Padma. I didn't write that.
Yeah, I remember something that you wanted to go somewhere to preach. I mean, I got that.
Yeah, Guru Maharaj, of
Yeah,
course.
I remember that. Yeah.
You don't know what your insight.
I didn't want to go. It's not something I want.
It's okay, Tom. I mean, you know, what? So
There's a
So
lot
you're-
of there's a lot of miscommunication here.
so
Yes,
you're a worm in stool. So
yes,
you're
of course. Yes.
You're with family. You know, we're all worms in stool, right, Freddie?
Yes.
So you're a scumbag like all of us, man. But the Lord came for us scumbags, you know. We have that quality. We know the Lord came for us, you know. Not for those who can't admit they're scumbags, you know. People, you know. Give us a word, Freddie. What do you think? What are you thinking?
It's frozen here. Can you still hear me?
We
Yeah,
still-
we hear you fine. Keep going. Don't worry about it being frozen. Yeah, we hear you, man. Actually, you know what? I think it's yeah. Actually, you know what? I think it's time. I got to go now. It's getting late for. I got to do that. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. It's been a great. Thank you, Tom, for your participation there. And I know you're on the spot there. And it's part of being squeezed, you know. Yeah, when you're squirming, that's when the best, what do you call it? The best progress happens when the squirming, you know. Put you on the hot seat there. So thanks for being a good sport there. And anybody else wants to come into the hot seat, let us know. You know, you can come. We'll get Andromeda up here. How about Andromeda? Why don't you come up?
Oh yeah, how long are we waiting for her?
Yeah. Let's wait for. Yeah. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the show. You know, this is all, you know, just all in good fun. Okay, Hare Krishna, everybody. We'll see you.